It was supposed to be an ordinary neighborhood barbecue, the kind where the air smells of grilled meat and children laugh while running across the lawn. I had set up the speakers, prepared the drinks, and was trying to keep the mood light. My wife, Sarah, was busy chatting with some of the women. Everything seemed normal until my neighbor, Jason, raised his voice above the crowd and dropped a bombshell that shattered the evening. He smirked and said, "You all should know, I got Sarah pregnant." The entire yard went silent. Laughter stopped, forks froze midair, and every pair of eyes turned toward me. I felt my stomach tighten, my chest heavy as if someone had pressed a weight against it. Sarah gasped, instantly denying it. But Jason leaned back in his chair with arrogance, as if he enjoyed the chaos he had just unleashed. My hands trembled, but I forced myself to stay calm. Losing control in front of everyone would only give him power. Sarah's face went pale, and she shook her head. "That's a disgusting lie," she snapped. But Jason only laughed louder. "Don't bother denying it, sweetheart. We both know the truth." He looked directly at me, as if daring me to believe him. My heart pounded, anger mixing with a deep sting of betrayal. I didn't know whether to shout or break something, but instead, I remembered the one thing that could end this drama once and for all: the video. For weeks, I had suspected Jason was spreading rumors. His strange smirks, the way he looked at Sarah, it all added up. I had installed cameras around the house, not because I doubted my wife, but because I wanted proof against his toxic games. I knew the video would expose the truth, and tonight was the perfect moment. I stood up, pulled my phone from my pocket, and connected it to the speaker system. "If you're so confident, Jason, maybe we should let everyone here see what really happened." The crowd leaned in, curiosity sparking. Jason's grin faltered for the first time. His eyes narrowed, but I could see the flicker of unease in them. The video began playing on the big outdoor screen we had set up for the kids' movie later that night. It showed Jason standing outside our house one late evening, drunk, banging on the door, yelling Sarah's name. She never let him in. Instead, the video showed her calling me, her voice shaking as she begged me to come home quickly. In another clip, Jason was captured bragging to his buddies by the fence, saying outrageous lies about sleeping with Sarah. Gasps filled the yard. Neighbors exchanged shocked looks, some shaking their heads in disgust. The truth was undeniable. Jason had been spreading false rumors to feed his own ego. His smirk had vanished completely now, replaced by anger and embarrassment. He shouted, "That doesn't prove anything." But his voice cracked, and no one believed him anymore. Sarah stood next to me, tears in her eyes, not of guilt, but of relief. "You see," she said to the crowd, "he's been harassing me for months." And I was too afraid to speak up. The women she had been talking to earlier came forward, hugging her, offering comfort. Jason was left standing alone, his own wife glaring at him from across the yard with a mix of rage and betrayal. Jason tried to storm out, but not before his wife caught his arm. "Is this true? Have you been lying about her all this time?" she demanded. He stuttered, unable to answer, his bravado shattered. She slapped him across the face in front of everyone before, grabbing her purse and walking out, leaving him standing there humiliated. The neighbors no longer wanted him there. One by one, they told him to leave, that he had crossed a line that could never be undone. Jason stumbled out of the yard, defeated, his reputation in ruins. The man who had tried to destroy my marriage had just destroyed his own. When the chaos settled, I turned to Sarah. She hugged me tightly, whispering, "Thank you for believing in me." My anger eased as I held her, realizing that trust was what had saved us. Jason's lies could have planted seeds of doubt, but the truth, and my faith in her, was stronger. The rest of the evening continued, though quieter. The neighbors stayed, trying to bring back some normalcy with laughter and food. But the shadow of Jason's downfall lingered. People whispered, not about me or Sarah, but about him, how dangerous lies can be, how cruel a jealous heart can turn. Later that night, when the guests had gone and the house was quiet, Sarah and I sat together on the porch. She held my hand, her voice soft. "I was so scared you'd doubt me." I shook my head. "I know who you are, Sarah. He could never take that away from us." The scandal that night could have broken us apart, but instead, it made us stronger. Jason had tried to claim victory by dragging Sarah's name through the mud, but all he managed was to expose himself as the liar he truly was. From that day forward, he became an outcast in the neighborhood, while Sarah and I rebuilt our peace. Every time I looked at her, I reminded myself that trust is the strongest defense against betrayal, and truth always comes out, sometimes in the form of a video that changes everything.